A charismatic afternoon to one and all present here. I am Sri Samitra and I am studying in grade 9 Albania. Yesterday in the literary club, I was questioned under vocational skills which one would I choose? And I said I would choose fine arts, and today I would be explaining why. So first things first, what is art? Art is a magical portal. Now whenever you have a box of crayons or paints or watercolors, washi, whatever it is, every time you see a color, it's not just a color. For an artist, through its naked eyes, it has a lot of emotions in it. For example, love, anger, depression, enthusiasm, sarcasticness, and many others. And on a canvas board, a canvas is like a window or a soul of an artist. Every time he keeps a stroke on this canvas, it means he's sharing his secrets on those canvas. And it is a connection between the creator and the observer. For example, this is Starry Night. Most of them don't understand what is this. They think it's just some mixed fusion of some blue shades. But that's not true. From artist side, you see, this symbolizes a lot of love. And you see this wavy structure of it. It shows that as the wind moves how it wants, we all have learned. So problems don't wait for us. We have to go along with the problems. Similarly, the wind shows that we have to go according to our circumstances and face each and everything. And this blue light colors, like most of them are dark in this region. And the light colors over here mention that there is a ray of hope in each and everything you do. So just don't go away from the problems you have. Just face them because you don't know at what time, what hope or what ray shines on you. Now I'm going to show you different types of art because there's not just one. This is one type of a doodle art. So first, a good traditional art forms. This is Madhubani art. How many members are familiar with this type of artworks? Yeah, most of them. Then the next one you'll come to see is Tanjavur painting. Tanjavur painting is a type of painting where you represent the gods or goddesses in a form of art, but everything is so miniature and detailed. You see, even this gold temperings on the top take one entire day for you to get a perfect design. Now comes the Wali art. Wali is an ancient type of art. We all are familiar with this. It is a tribal form of art where people express. Now these days we take photos of the festivals, but in those days they presented in this way how they celebrated their festivals. Next, this one is a miniature painting. We find miniature paintings in the history textbooks. This is because you see each and every detail. They won't give you a perfect eye shape or a perfect nose shape. They only follow a one type of structure. For example, you see the nose and eye, and the brush styles. Everything is just similar, but different identifications and places. Now coming to the Kalamkari painting. We are also familiar with this type also, right? Most of the wall prints and everything are printed with this type because it gives a positive energy to each and every one. Now this is caricature art. This is one of the funny type of artworks where a person's face is elongated in each and every sense organ in order to give a funny essence to it. For example, you see, this is also a face and this is a caricature artwork. And not just this. We all are familiar about him, right? And see this caricature form of him. And this is another example of it. And for all this, you just require a tool set with microns, and it has different shades. In that, we will mainly use 0.6, 0.8, and the brush pens for it. This is another type. Now let's come to mandala art or doodle art. Now this is mandala art. It is a type of traditional art where it is mainly used for relaxation and all those things. I have done, this is one of my doodle artworks that I have done, and it took me 4 hours to do it. It is under that which just took me 30 minutes to do. And now coming to some of my mandala artworks. This is is one of my manda artwork which it took me one entire day for it, and it is just used for your relaxation, and it's really good. Now coming to, in manda type you will have a rectangle art, and this is a rectangle art. And come to the doodle artworks. This is one of the doodle artworks which has flowers upon the vulture, and this took me 3 hours to do it. This is just a black and white pen art. This was another doodle type which took me one entire day for it. Despite and this is, you all know the SpongeBob, right? It took me 3 hours for it. And not only this, you will have the oil pastel artworks. And this is the pen pencil artworks, which is this is mainly Hashimi, the way we focus upon a scratching part, but still it comes out in a very good way. See, these are all some examples of the doodle artworks. I only come to half of this thing, still this half is left out, so it takes me time to complete. And all this is some other types. You see, this is the line art, which means line art means you start with one point over here. For example, you start with any point, we don't know that. But without lifting the pen, you keep on drawing and reach back to the same point, and this is the whole figure end. This is a mosaic art. Mosaic art is a way of art where small pieces of structures are kept together in order to give an entire masterpiece like this. And this is complete done with only color pencils. This is a triangulation art. Only triangles are used in this type of artwork. You see, everywhere triangles are used. And this is the scribble artwork. We always scribble, right? With this scribble also one masterpiece can be made like this. And this is the watercolor artwork. So I'm just starting with it. So I just had one to be done, and that's this.
Oh.
And some of the best artists of all time are Leonardo Vinci, Michelangelo, Pablo Picasso, Rembrandt, and Edgar Degas. These have created a lot of masterpieces that are still continuing these days. For example, the Starry Nights, Mona Lisa, and all these things. Now let's suggest some universities which are really great, and their architecture itself says that they itself indicate the artworks. They are meant for artworks. So this is known as the Rhodes School of Design. And see the architecture of this thing.
Wow.
Now coming to the School of Art Institution of Chicago. This is another famous which is standing at top 2.
Amazing.
This is the Royal College of Art, Dyson Building. This is in top 3. This is the Aalto University, which is at the top 5 position. And this is the Parsons School of Design. And see the structure. The way they design the steel pieces from outside also, they make it a very good indication. And this is another one, Politecnico di Milano. And this is another one, Art Center College of Design, which not only concentrates on art but also on graphic designing and many of the art forms. And this is another one, the Central Academy of Fine Arts, which is the top 10. Now coming to India, this is the College of Art in New Delhi. This is the Jamia Millia Islami. This is Jawaharlal Nehru Architecture and Fine Arts. Jawaharlal Nehru Architecture and Fine Arts University, which is there throughout India. You see in Hyderabad JNTU, it enriches this activity as well. And now come to MIT, which is in Pune. It enriches art, technology, fashion designing, and many other art forms, including vocational skills. And this is standing at top 1 in India. And these are some of the famous universities in the entire world, and some are in India. So now I would like to show some of my artworks. This is a mandala dot artwork which took me 3 days. And then coming to, I just did it for the Republic Day, and I published this on Neeru Vijayka Inter-Township Competition where I won 2nd prize in it. Out of a lot of them participated. This thing is started during the lockdown time and I completed it. And this was one of the masterpieces that I have done, which took me one entire month.
Wow.
I can say that it includes a lot of type of art styles. For example, first thing is optical illusion. What you see right, we did some drawings and they asked what you see first is your identity. And so here what you see first, here you see from the birth of the baby to the death. You'll see all the
Stages.
all the stages of life. What you see first is how mature you are. For example, first see here. After your death, you'll be what you were before your birth. During the birth time, you'll be first like a skeleton. Then you're turning into a baby, right? So this is the baby side, the half nose.
Oh.
And then this is a childhood stage, this entire part. And now this comes to maturity, the eyes, nose and the mouth. Now coming to this is a type of teenage where you'll get a lot of anger, you won't be able to control your emotions. And this is that stage. This is the manhood stage. See, you see that this is not the same, but beard, mustache, they grow during the puberty, when you cross through puberty and all this stuff. That means you have entered a stage of life where you have the capability to think. Now coming to this, the grandfather, like you have completed your complete life stage, and your old stage means you're completely mature. And skeleton, after your death, what you are.
Amazing.
I published this on 2 national level drawing competitions, one is Dreamers Dreams and Hashtag Kalakar. And Hashtag Kalakar I got out of All India 37th rank, and Dreamers Dreams I got qualified under top 100.
Oh.